Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Coffee Chat. I am so excited today to have Charles here with us. He is our training services manager and he's all things prep school. So we have him here for the whole time today to talk about prep school, answer questions about the process, and just learn more about dual prep school.
Yeah, whatever questions you have about how things go, the flow of everything.
Yeah.
From the time you adopt your puppy till you pick up your puppy.
Well, and of course, I'm Sherry Smeraglia, and I'm here with Meredith. She is behind the camera. Well, she's actually in front of the camera today, and she is going to read your comments right here. So come on in, join us. I'm the only one with coffee today, but it's one of those days, so we all needed to sit down, chill out, and we thought, what a perfect time just to talk about the process, because all of you that, come to Smeraglia, you've went through the process for adopting a puppy, you get to know our adoption specialists and our team there, and you enroll your puppy in Doodle Prep School, and then it's like, what next? What's the process? So the first thing, we know that you have to fill out your puppy questionnaire, your application. Yep. That's very important.
Yeah, that's how we pair you with the trainer. Because we want to try to mimic your home as close as we can, so that the transition from here to your home is as smooth as possible.
Now, that's not the same as the puppy application, okay? The puppy application is the first thing that you filled out. What exactly is on this questionnaire? Is it a big, lengthy thing?
No, it's just asking, about your family, how many people live in your household, is it an active household, how many doors, how far away from the door are you going to be creating your puppy or keeping your puppy? And what is your expectations out of prep school? Are you picking up? Are you having delivered? Just all your little questions like that. Nothing major.
Okay, just getting to know them.
Yep.
Okay, Mary, are there any people joining us yet?
We do have some people joining. Welcome, everyone. And Lisa says she loves our glasses.
Yes, I think that they're fun. So thank you. But all right, so they fill out their puppy application, and then who does the matching process?
I do.
You make that decision.
Me and Sierra sit down usually midday on Wednesday and pair the puppies that are going to prep school on Thursday with their trainers. We sit down and go through all of the puppy questionnaires, the enrollment form, and then we match the puppy with the trainer.
Okay, and you do that based on what they put on that form?
Yes, unless there's something going on with that puppy that I feel like the puppy is better suited with a certain trainer. Mm-hmm. Like if there's somebody who's wanting a lot of socialization, then I have a trainer that I know is going to do a ton of socialization.
Meaning, what do you mean by socialization? Because they all socialize them, right?
Yeah, well, they all socialize them once they're properly vaccinated, completely vaccinated. But we have a couple of trainers that live in downtown Fairhope, and they are constantly taking their puppies in and out of stores, up and down sidewalks. So anyone who's going to be who needs a puppy that's like going to New York City or someone like that's going to be in the city, I have certain trainers for that.
They kind of mimic our city, our small city.
Yeah.
Can't mimic New York, but we can try our best.
Okay.
And then if you have a large family, we have trainers with large family, lots of kids. We have trainers who are single women. We have single men. We have
we try to mimic their lifestyle.
Yeah, pretty much we can get close.
Okay, that's good. That sounds good. All right, any questions y'all have, feel free to ask right now. Meredith, you just feel free to jump in if you get any questions.
I sure
will. Okay, so you match them. All right, now Wednesday, they're matched. And this is the Wednesday because prep school begins and ends on Thursday.
Yes.
All right, so now who's going to go. So what happens on Thursday?
Then on Thursday, the trainer comes to the cottage and they pick up the puppy and then shoot a little quick introduction video saying, hey, I'm so-and-so and this is your puppy and we're picking them up and starting prep school. This first weekend, we'll be working mostly on getting him or her used to being away from their litter mates, working on being in the crate, taking treats, and just a quick introduction to themselves, and give you their contact information, their phone number and their email.
Okay, I like that. And that right there, that video, I know so many of our clients, they're just sitting on pins and needles waiting on that, They want to know who's going to get my puppy. It's almost like my grandkids started second grade and kindergarten, and they were so excited to find out who their teacher was going to be. And I think it's pretty much the same with our clients. They want to know. Now, what if they've already been in prep school before and they know trainers?
If they're a repeat, then we try to match them with, send them back to their trainer they had before, because obviously they've come back for a reason. So they've already got that relationship established with that trainer, and we just keep it going by sending them back to that trainer.
Okay, I do have a question from Angela. She said, I assume I get the prep school questions online. Is that where she says, I think we finally settled on our puppy. Yay for you. Sam has been incredible, but haven't gotten to pick the exact one yet due to temp tests upcoming. We will be picking up in October, but plan on doing at least a few weeks in prep.
Good.
But where can she be?
Well,
will it be
actually,
sent
on the
to
Doodle
her?
Prep School page, there's a link on the Doodle Prep School page to fill it out there. But most of the time, you get it because your adoption specialist emails the link to you. So that's where you go get it. So if you're working with an adoption specialist, go ahead and get it now. Go ahead and start filling it out. Even though you haven't been matched with your, specific puppy yet, you can go ahead and at least start filling out the information, familiarizing yourself with it. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask, right?
Absolutely. And Jeff has some feedback. He is a fantastic supporter of ours. He says, not a criticism, because y'all know I love everything about Smerallias. One suggestion, to have the prep school communication out the day before. I didn't receive notification until 4:59 p.m. from prep school team and 8:21 p.m. from the trainer. So like
What
were
information?
saying,
Which one is he talking about?
I think it is who your trainer's going to be, or I don't know specifically.
Okay,
I don't know,
that's
but
good.
Jeff, tell us specifically what that would be. But
Because the trainer doesn't even know until Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Because we have, the late ads that come in on Wednesday afternoon and Thursday morning. So the trainer doesn't even know until Thursday morning to who they're even going to be picking up.
Okay, a little clarity. He says,
Okay.
I never had any concerns about care while my puppy was with Smeraglia team, but day of prep school pickup, I was in the dark where my puppy was until he went to school, until that end of the
You
day.
know what?
So it's just
That's
clarifying.
wonderful feedback.
Yeah.
I really love that, because the feedback there helps us hear from you guys and understand, while we know what's going on and what's to be expected, it's a good feedback, and I think that we could implement some really exciting changes in this area.
We could do something with that, like we were talking yesterday, maybe doing a little trainer bio video, and then we can send that out to the client the day before once we assign the puppy to them, and then
Or first thing Thursday
Or
morning.
first thing
It's like
Thursday
it's going to
morning.
come out. We've assigned it,
Yep.
and here it is. And then you follow it with your trainer. And actually, Jeff, your great feedback that you shared with Natalie, who shared with me, who then I shared with Charles and Meredith and Carol and different ones involved, and Christy. It was like, you know what? This is a great topic for coffee chat, and let's kind of process through this so that we can let you guys know what to expect. But also, there's more things that you're not aware of. So I kind of wanted to walk through the process. For you, Jeff, your puppy's in prep school right now. So, all right, so they got the introductory video. Now tell us what happens next, Charles. The puppy's in school going through the process, but
So
what's
did
going
they
on?
go home with the trainer on Thursday, sometime on Thursday? Since prep school ends on Thursday, some of the trainers have pickups during the day, so it may be later in the day on Thursday that they
Right.
pick up. So sometime during the business hours on Thursday, and then the trainer will take them home and work with them throughout the weekend. Then sometime Monday or Tuesday, you'll get a welcome call from your trainer saying, okay, this is how the weekend went, the first few days went, and this is what I'm seeing. And then, if it's going to be If you're only doing a couple of weeks, maybe go ahead and schedule in your pickup time. So go ahead and hold that spot because we only got so many spots we can do at a time.
Per day, yeah.
Per day. So go ahead and reserve a spot for your pickup, or if it's going to be a delivery, and then that gives you that one-on-one communication with your trainer on the phone at that time. So you can talk about what you're wanting to see out of prep school. They can tell you what to expect from prep school, and y'all can kind of get on the same page.
I love that. Now, also on that same day, on Thursday, all the way till the phone call, it gives the trainer the opportunity to actually get to know your puppy, because if the trainer called you that very day, she really, or he doesn't really know the puppy yet. So going through the weekend with them, they got a good read on that puppy, what's making this puppy tick, what its motivation is, so that by the time you guys talk, and you tell what your goals are for training and what your expectations are, the trainer's going to be able to really speak to you out of confidence because they know the puppy now.
Yeah, every puppy's different. One thing we're blessed with here is we have a very consistent breeding program where our dogs don't vary a lot from puppy to puppy, but there is still some individual traits that from each puppy. And it really does give those trainers those few days to learn your puppy, see how quick your puppy's picking up. It may be a little immature, or it may be very mature for its age and picking up really quickly on stuff. So it gives them to be able to give you a really true assessment after those first few days.
So Carter wants to know, along that same thread, for a family dog, how many weeks would you suggest? They can't decide between 4 weeks or 8 weeks. I would like some of the beginner training, but I'm not needing a whole lot of training.
Okay, it all depends on what you're willing to do once the puppy comes home. The first 4 weeks is just about laying that foundation. The puppies are going to know how to take a treat. They're going to know how to sit, lure into a down, walk on leash without distractions. So you're going to have your basic core fundamental training there, but you're not going to have it with distractions, and it's not going to be on verbal cues on everything. So it really depends. Now you can always add prep school. While you're sitting there with your trainer and you're seeing your update videos that go through every week, if you're going, hey, look, I don't think he's making the benchmarks that I want to see before he comes home. Right. So you can go ahead and extend if you want. But if it's something that we lay out in that 4-week block, then the puppy will stay with us at no charge until we achieve those blocks. So once you buy a block, we're guaranteeing the puppy's going to achieve those benchmarks before they come home.
And that's in the first block, which is the starter puppy program. And so we outline what's in the starter puppy program, and then at the end of the 4th week, Charles evaluates the puppies to see if this puppy has really grasped and comprehended and is actually doing what needs to do, what he's supposed to be doing in the first block. And then once you approve them, they get to go up to the next block, which is the Star Puppy program. So for 4 weeks. So we do recommend blocks. If you do the 4 or the 8 or the 12 or the 16.
Yeah, because you get that guarantee. It's kind of an insurance policy kind of, and then you also get a Zoom virtual pickup once you do at least 4 weeks of prep school, so that you can actually see the puppy live on a Zoom with your trainer, see what he's doing, what he's not doing, so you can truly see and sign off on that puppy saying, yes, he is achieving these before he comes home. And then that session is also recorded and emailed to you, so you have it to refer back to, because you can ask your trainer anything during those Zoom pickups. And the reason we started doing those was we found that when you first see your puppy, you're not listening to a word the trainer's saying. It's all oohs and ahs, and you're not paying attention. And then by the time you get home, you're going, I forgot everything the trainer said. So now we're doing it virtually and recording it, so you have it to refer back to.
Now that he fast forward to the very last, that's the go home video, but up until that, every single week, they're getting a video of what their puppy's progress from week 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, all the way through whatever their final week. And then the week of go home, this is the one that's so exciting to me because I feel like this has been one of the greatest changes that we made in Doodle Prep School was to record it, because I would see these pickups happening and they're just like loving it and going over with their trainer, but you're just so excited. You don't remember any of it. So having this to refer back to is a great tool for you.
Oh, yeah. And then, you always have it to refer back to. Then you also get into videos on how we train. In your welcome video, you're going to have, so you can go ahead and be watching these before they come home. We broke every single command down into its own video. So you have a video on how we teach sit, how we teach down, how we teach stay. All those commands are going to be in a Vimeo library that you're going to get access to in your Welcome to Prep School email that first week. And in your update videos every week are in your folder by the end of business on Friday. A lot of times they're a lot earlier than that, but sometimes things happen,
Yeah,
so we just say they'll be there by the end of business on Friday.
So you pick up on Thursday, the trainer, it's the next Friday, their first update video.
Yeah.
Okay,
You get your
perfect.
welcome video on Thursday, and then the following Friday, you'll get your first update video.
I love that. Any questions?
Yes. Let's see. Angela says, you may have already mentioned this in the past, but on your upcoming pages, there are so many puppies signed up for 16 weeks of prep school. Can someone purchase a puppy and get less prep school, or is it already established?
Those are the breeder's pick puppies that we have pulled, and we have done a coffee chat about that a few weeks back. I would suggest that you go and look at that coffee chat, which explains the breeder's pick program, because those are the one puppy per so many, every few litters that we pick out maybe a puppy. It's not in every litter, but we definitely want to make sure that in every single litter that we pull that puppy that we feel like is going to be able to do the whole program to really show off what we do. Because like I said in the video, which you can go back and watch, it talks about how that we're not going to Westminster and showing our dogs. The way that we can prove our dogs and what we train, what we breed for, is to put them through this program. And so most of them have to go all the way to the 16 week, but some of them are negotiable. If you really get your heart set on one, it never hurts to ask.
No, call.
Yeah.
We're any puppy that's already enrolled in prep school that's available, you're going to get a phone call with me before you buy that puppy. You're going to call, and I'm going to talk to you about it, and we're going to make sure that puppy is the right match.
That's right.
And I'm happy to talk to you about anything.
Adjusting weeks sometimes. I've seen Charles do that. He will say, I'll work this with you.
Yeah. And then also, that 16-week, that breeder's pick, I like to look at it as, that's the deluxe model. You can go buy a standard car, or you can go buy one loaded out bells and whistles with everything. That's what that puppy is, because that is
we're putting it all on it.
Yeah, that's the cream of the crop puppy. That puppy's got the looks, got the trainability, got the everything that we would want in a puppy for ourselves.
For our program. And that's what we do with our puppies. We keep them as the breeder's pick because we want them to know the training. We want to, and if for some reason that puppy makes it through, we love it. We want that puppy, and that's the puppy we want.
And we've learned through the years, you guys will see typically around this time, around August and September, you're going to see those puppies going into the 16-week program because we know our clients very well, and they want that Rolls Royce of puppy around the holidays. Well, they don't plan ahead very well. So we got you. We got your fully trained puppy that's going to be ready to come home for Christmas.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
right.
something else that we have to do. They want to know also, I think that was Angela that said, can we visit our pup while in prep school?
Absolutely. We ask that you not do it every week, because then that kind of puts the trainer in a bad spot, having to leave and interrupt the training progress. But absolutely, you can come train. You can come and meet your trainer, hang out with your trainer for an hour or so. Absolutely.
I actually have, now that you coordinate that with the trainer, because that's between you and the trainer, their schedule, their day by day. It has to work in. We're not just going to tell the trainer, drop everything. It has to fit in their schedule. And as long as y'all are respectful for each other's schedule, I've had a trainer come by, say, you know what, I have a client coming in from out of town, wants to visit their dog. I'm going to leave the dog here at prep school. I answer all the questions, be very helpful, but then I'm going to go grab my kids from carpool, run a few errands, and then I'll come back if there's any follow-up questions. And so, hey, we work with you because the hospitality team is there. You know, they're hanging out too.
Oh, definitely. And, it's your puppy. If you want to come visit it, come visit it.
Yeah.
We have nothing to hide. Come on over and get a preview of what your gotcha day is going to be like when you do.
See all the other people, yeah.
Yeah. But don't get jealous and try to take them home early.
That's true. Well, I love that. Okay, so I think we kind of walked through the process. Now they've got their that final video, and it is the virtual pickup, the trainer. They're literally virtually talking to each other. This is not a pre-recorded.
That's
It's you seeing your puppy, asking the trainer all the questions.
Yep,
Right?
you're live with them over a Zoom session that's being recorded. You can ask them anything. They're going to demonstrate the puppy to you over this Zoom. They're going to go over the daily schedule, the commands, the feedback words. They're going to go over everything that they can think of from their past history with pickups and clients, and then answer any questions that you might have. And then, if you forget a question or something, you can either refer back to it, or if it's something you forgot to ask, you still have your pickup you can ask, or you can call back at any time, because we're always here for you. And then also, depending on how much training you do, for every 4 weeks of prep school you get 1 hour of virtual training. So if you do 16 weeks, 4 blocks, you're going to get 4 hours of virtual training.
That's very
included in that. And that way, we know that once the puppy comes home, we can follow up with it, and it's easier for us to diagnose an issue if we can actually see it happening instead of just taking your word for it. Not, because we know how to read the body language of the puppy, how the puppy is responding, and we also know that puppy. Because he's been with us for weeks and weeks and weeks. So we can walk you through it and show you what you might be doing wrong and tweak it. Or it may just be, hey, it's just a part of the transition period.
Yeah, and that's a big thing, helping them process through the transition. Well, this is great information. Are there any other questions, Meredith?
No, but I have something that I think is important to touch on. We understand and know there are dynamic trainers all over the world. But we specifically recommend our program and tell them why. It's not just because we want to do it, but tell them why we recommend our training for our dogs.
Goldendoodles are a very sensitive breed. Their moon and sun rises and sets with their people. They literally get their feelings hurt so easy. So if you're using any type of adverse training techniques, you will literally change the personality of that puppy. You can make them fearful. You can make them aggressive. You just literally can change that puppy's personality. I've been training dogs now for, I'm not going to say how many years because it was...
Oh, go ahead.
Your beard gives you away.
1994, I started training dogs. Me and Carol did. Competition dogs, police dogs, sport dogs. And, the old school methods was compulsion training, correction training, and all that. Well, you can't do that with these
Not
dogs.
with our doodles, not any of them, not just Goldendoodles. It's the schnoodle and twoodle because it's all the doodle breeds.
Yeah, any of our dogs, you just can't do that because they've been bred so much to be a part of your family and you're part of you. They literally get their feelings hurt so easy. I know Tux, I can raise my voice to Tux and he'll go over in this pout for an hour. And he's just a goofball of a puppy.
Yeah.
And he's just being a puppy, but he is goofy and he has this fascination with shoes that I just can't understand. and he'll go get them and walk into the room with them, and I'll look at him and he'll just go ahead and drop it. No, and he does it. He's doing it for attention. I know what he's doing because if I'm ignoring him, he'll go get a shoe and come back because he knows I'm gonna fuss at him, so he gets the attention. So, but you just got to, our training techniques. We've been doing this for 18 years with these doodles, and it's just something that we've learned over the years and how to adapt our training techniques to each puppy. Because every puppy, like I said earlier, is an individual puppy. So, we have to adapt to that puppy, but we also know, you just can't train these doodles like you would any other dog.
Well, and all of our efforts are focused on these breeds alone, whereas trainers typically out there, they're going to train all breeds and all types. And so it's a unique opportunity that there's a school just for your dog.
Yeah.
Your dog breed.
That's really, your breed.
Yeah, because you go to a training center, and I'm not going to call any training center names out, but like you're saying, they may have the German Shepherd there, may have a Doberman, they may have a Malinois, they may have a Rottweiler and a Goldendoodle all in the same training
And the
class.
Goldendoodle is like going, oh, holy crap, what's going on?
And you can't train these sport dogs the way you train a Goldendoodle.
Right.
You just can't do it.
No.
And if your trainer's not one that can adapt his techniques or her techniques to each individual dog, well then you're which is why Carol left where she was at, because they told her every dog had to be trained the same cookie cutter techniques, and she was like, I can't do that because I'm not gonna compromise what I know is right for the corporate world.
Right.
So, and it's just.
That's right.
Yeah.
I love that.
They said such good information, excellent information. As good puppy parents, knowing why we should train is so important. Thank you.
That is great. Okay, everybody, I think this was a very educational and informative coffee chat. Charles, we really appreciate you joining us. We might have to get you back and talk some training
I was
tips.
worried after the last time I wouldn't get invited back.
Oh, now, that's okay. I wasn't here last time.
Our first guest called out sick.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I know, Carol was busy.
No, we really wanted to answer these questions because it came from the heart of our clients. And we had a few of you asking the questions, and I thought this is a great place to answer the questions. So
Yeah, please keep the questions going. If y'all have feedback, please let us know.
Yes.
We're always trying to improve, and we don't know something's wrong until we hear the feedback.
yeah, or that
And
you
do
just
know
need
we
to
are
know
about to
something.
start the autism project back. So school is back in session. They wanted to. We reached out to them today, and they said they were trying to get back on get everything going back
Right.
before they brought us in and disrupted the whole school with our dogs.
With our
Because
fabulous
when we
dogs.
walk into school, the whole school shuts down because everybody wants to come see the puppies.
I know, and we don't want that to happen right
So
yet.
we will be starting back here in the next couple of weeks with the autism project.
Okay, and if you're wanting to enroll your puppy in Doodle Prep School, go ahead and reach out to your adoption specialist. I mean, space is limited. A lot of times I can't even get the puppies that I want in Doodle Prep School because you guys have already pre-reserved the spots, and there's only so many spots. So feel free to call, ask any more questions in this thread. And we thoroughly enjoyed hanging out with you today, and we will see you next week at Coffee Chat. Bye, guys.